conduct Steve Bernhardt to be installed as junior warden of this lodge.
Worshipful Master, present Brother Steve Bernhardt to be installed junior warden of this lodge.
My brother, you have been elected junior warden of this lodge, and I now invest you with the jewel of your office, the plum. The plum admonishes us to walk uprightly in our several stations, to hold the scale of justice in equal poise, to observe the just medium between intemperance and pleasure, and to make our passions and prejudices coincide with the line of duty. To you is committed the superintendence of the craft during the hours of refreshment. It is therefore indispensably necessary that you should not only be temperate and discreet in the indulgence of your own inclinations, but carefully observe that none of the craft be suffered to convert the purposes of refreshment into intemperance and excess. Your regular and punctual attendance is particularly requested, and I have no doubt that you will faithfully execute the duty which you owe to your present position. Look well to the south. Brother Marshall, conduct Worshipful Brother Randy Paulson to the altar for installation as treasurer.
Worshipful Master, I present Worshipful Brother Randall Paulson to be installed treasurer of this lodge.
My brother, you have been elected treasurer of this lodge, and I now invest you with the jewel of your office. It is your duty to receive all monies from the hands of the secretary, keep just and regular accounts of the same, and pay them out at the Worshipful Master's will and pleasure with the consent of the lodge. I trust your regard for the fraternity will prompt you to the faithful discharge of the duties of your office. Marshall, conduct Joe Kivens to the altar for installation as secretary of this lodge. My brother, you have been elected secretary of this lodge, and I now invest you with the jewel of your office. It is your duty to observe the Worshipful Master's will and pleasure, to record the proceedings of the lodge, to receive all monies, and to pay them into the hands of the treasurer. Your good inclination to masonry and this lodge, I hope, will induce you to discharge the duties of your office with fidelity, and by so doing, you will merit the esteem and applause of your brethren. While Joe's being conducted, that by virtue of the fact that he's a past master of the lodge, he's a worshipful brother as well. Worshipful Brother Marshall, please conduct Worshipful Brother Bill DeJohn to the altar for installation as Lodge Education Officer. My brother, you have been appointed as the Lodge Education Officer of this lodge, and I now invest you with the jewel of your office, the lamp of knowledge. The lamp of knowledge reminds us that no Mason can possess the philosophy or inculcate the tenets of Masonry without sound education and lifelong learning. Knowledge must enlighten the mind and heart for the application of our ideals. You must help to guide us and guide this lodge toward the delightful light of knowledge and concern. By your assistance and encouragement, you will help the brothers of all degrees to study and enjoy ancient craft masonry. Your coordination of monthly educational programs and activities will be cheerfully received and eagerly expected. Your early and regular attendance upon the communications of this lodge is necessary and expected, and I rely upon you to carefully meet this requirement. Brother Marshall, conduct Rick Vance to the altar for installation as one of the deacons of this lodge. Brother, you are appointed junior deacon of this lodge, and I now invest you with the jewels of your office and place in your hands, after the jewel, and place in your hands the black rod, which you will bear in the performance of official duty as a symbol of your deputed authority. It is your province to attend on the master and wardens and to serve as their proxies in the active duties of the lodge, such as the reception of candidates into the different degrees of masonry, the introduction and accommodation of visitors, and in the immediate practice of our rites. The square and compass as badges of your office are entrusted in your care, not doubting your vigilance and attention. Worshipful Brother Marshall, conduct Worshipful Brother Tom Holton to the altar for installation as chaplain in this lodge. My brother, you are appointed chaplain of this lodge, and I invest you with the jewel of your office. It is your special duty to conduct the devotions of the lodge and bear before the throne of heavenly grace the spiritual needs of your brethren. In all your intercourse with them, it is expected that you will point to heaven and lead the way.